What's up guys or girls? So this is going to be part 3 of Pewdiepie Rise to Glory. Now today we're going to be talking about the Pewdiepie versus T-Series war. Now it's not really a war, it's more like on sub count. So after he hit 50 million subscribers, Pewdiepie continued to grow steadily to over 60 million, but T-Series was really catching up. Now it didn't really seem that much of a threat, and then PewDiePie released a video about it. Now he continued gaining his usual, and T-Series continued gaining their usual. And when I say usual for T-Series, I literally mean T-Series gaining over 100,000. Now everyone thought that okay, PewDiePie will be surpassed by T-Series until this happened. Yes, so as crazy as it sounds, Mr. Beast indeed supported PewDiePie. But I'm just going to
Billboards. I bought a bunch of billboards.
Dude, we got the double billboard. We don't mess around.
Went on TV. Grab your phone, go on YouTube, search P.
So basically, yes, it Mr. Beast had managed to support PewDiePie, and the sub gap went from below 100,000 immediately to 700,000, and then the Mr. Beast effect started to wear down, and then T-Series started to catch back up. So this was the video of Mr. Beast saying PewDiePie for 100,000 times. It's 11 hours and 48 minutes now. Wow, Mr. Beast. So basically, like usual, it went from a sub gap of 50,000 to a sub gap over 100,000. But instead of hitting a 700,000 sub gap into PewDiePie's favor, it only went back down as T-Series started to catch back up. And when everyone thought that the YouTube PewDiePie versus T-Series war was over, this happened. Okay, so this was basically a simplification.
Here we are yet again, the famous vidIQ subscriber comparison graph. And this time T-Series is definitely going to overtake PewDiePie. No. PewDiePie just got 500,000 subscribers in a single...
Yep, you heard that right. PewDiePie literally gained 500,000 subscribers in a single day. Now, people question on how did PewDiePie get that much subscribers, like 544,000 subscribers. Well, people thought differently, but in my view, I think that it's because of the combination now. So basically, I have a feeling that it's because of the billboard that a YouTuber brought, the tweet of Jacksepticeye, na it was a speech, and also Mark Clipper's 48-minute live stream to subscribe to PewDiePie. Anything that is going down on Facebook and Reddit, and lastly PewDiePie's recent video with a rather direct title that I will not show. So after all of that, PewDiePie also gained another 500,000 subscribers. So it basically went from a sub gap being 16,004 and 420 to a sub which was basically PewDiePie has just reached 93 million now, to a sub gap over 1 million subscribers. Now, it continued to grow into PewDiePie's favor, and people thought that okay, PewDiePie will definitely win the subscribe to PewDiePie war. I mean, the PewDiePie versus T-Series war. Well, that's until T-Series started to close the gap once again. But people thought, T-Series will take a long time to catch back up. But then, like the usual, PewDiePie gained under 80,000 subscribers and T-Series increased. And there were also some supporters of T-Series, but and yeah, so it ultimately led the sub gap to go under 100,000, but due to the PewDiePie fans, it went to 100,000, then it went under 100,000, and it went above 100,000. Now, it really repeated. So it was really an ultimate back and forth between PewDiePie versus T-Series. So all that really happened was people thought that okay, maybe if every time the T-Series gets close, PewDiePie will get boosted and be a number one forever. Well, that is until the sub-gap continued to get even more dangerous, because it went from a sub-gap always being at 100, over 100,000 or less than 100,000, but it never goes below 10,000. And people thought, okay, maybe we can continue this sub-gap, until a random audit that pushed T-Series in the lead by 1,000 subscribers. PewDiePie fans react, and T-Series was only ahead for 6 minutes. So that does not break PewDiePie's number one streak. But then PewDiePie continued to get surpassed more frequently. I mean, the second time so basically, the only time that it got to 100,000 was when Elon Musk hosted Meme Review. And basically, T-Series continued to surpass PewDiePie until this seemingly normal day of back and forth ended with T-Series being ahead for over a single day, officially breaking PewDiePie's streak of number one. So it basically started with T-Series being ahead as usual by 100 subscribers before being surpassed by PewDiePie, but only scrapes it at 6,000 subscribers in his favor, and then T-Series takes the crown. And then when it shifts to India time, PewDiePie obviously gets behind, but the sub gap literally stretches $30,000 subscribers into T-Series favor. Now 30,000 subscribers. Now basically PewDiePie fans are quite weaker. Not because of their movements have slowed down, but because that well, let's just say that T-Series has built too far of a gap, and then boom, T-Series is now ahead. PewDiePie continues to gain under 100,000 subscribers, and people thought, okay, so surely this is now over. Until PewDiePie said, April Fools, congratulations, this track on T-Series, and then PewDiePie is back in the lead with a subscriber lead of 503,000. Now you might be wondering, is that the end of his story? Apparently not. Why is there so much back and forth anyway? So basically, after a slow decline, the sub gap reached a peak of 503,000 into PewDiePie's favor before it started to fall down. Now, the reason for that is that the congratulations diss track, I think the effect has run out. So basically, of what happened on April 7, the day after the sub gap peak, is that T-Series decided to appeal to court to remove the two diss tracks of PewDiePie from India, and the sub gap continued to steadily put into T-Series' favor, and to increase the worst fears of the PewDiePie fans. They decided to make a Pepsi ad that at one point was gaining 1 million views per hour for a solid 24 hours. And that was basically the end on April 14th. Sure enough, T-Series took the crown and has remained there ever since. Now, Now, but PewDiePie has reached 95 million subscribers. Yay! But eventually, T-Series he T-Series hit 100 million subscribers when PewDiePie was only 96 million subscribers. Now PewDiePie, even though if he's now number 2 in the subscriber lead, he is still the most subscribed actual YouTuber. Anyway, bye!